Welcome into episode 3 from the Bedrock Farlands SMP. And today, from the seat of my highly successful office building, we're going to progress. I need to make more of these shiny diamonds here on my desk. And we're going to do so by, first of all, building a donkey shop. I expect millions and millions and millions of diamonds to come. Let's go take a look and try to find some blocks to use, and we're going to try to recreate a building in my hometown. So let's look at some blocks and I'll try to explain what I'm talking about. Chat helped me come up with a bit of a block palette, and hopefully you can see some kind of sticker on screen now of the build I'm trying to copy. And so the colors are going to be a little bit different than real life. So the cherry tree is going to replace the navy blue bottom. And then this will be the main part of the barn, and then I think we're just going to use andesite as the roof, and then this beautiful new pale oak as the trim. And I've gone through and collected a bunch of resources off camera. I don't know if this is going to be enough, but if it's not, we are going to buy stuff from the shopping district as well. I need to make a cobblestone generator, or a basalt generator. In order to, I think we're going to use this as the floor or either the path, like for a driveway. So why don't we actually go and make this? Yeah, we'll make a cobblestone generator after. Well, we're going to go find a spot in the shopping district to place this barn in. But in the meantime, I believe there's a shiny new ad on my balloon. Oh, look at that, Sticks Inc. It's perfect. It fits the balloon perfect. Sticks Inc. That's gonna drive so many sales. It's so good. Okay, let's go to the shopping district and find some place to build a shop. If I can try to avoid some spoilers here, I think over in this general area is gonna be kind of nice, and then the shadow of the satellite dish. Find some nice space here, maybe like right down here to make the barn. Maybe we can direct sales to the stick shop. Seeing as how we're advertising them in our on the balloon. I like the logo. It's actually really nice. I seem to keep doing this. I get a little bit ahead of myself again here on stream. But what we have done is decided on like a scale of the building. Put the door in the middle, and then in groups of 5, if I can pop out of spectator mode. Oh, there we go. In groups of 5 from the center, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 3 15s because I figured I'm gonna put a 5 wide pane of glass in, then a 5 wide door, and then a 5 wide section of wood, and then just to make it even on the other side. I think in real life it would be much longer than that. It would probably be over here another 20 blocks. But just for the fact that we're in a shopping district, I wanted to limit the size of it, and so then the width kind of came off of the length. It's a third, so there's 15 wide versus 35 wide, 35 long. So next is to get the roof on, and I'm not 100% sure I can get the actual right dimensions of it. Like the barn roof is very specific, but I'm gonna work on that, and then work on things like how to connect the decorative door to the side of the roof. And there's 1,000 things to do, and then we still need to make a donkey farm on the inside. So there's lots to do. That's the silhouette that I've come up with. It doesn't quite feel quite right. It's too pointed up there. Maybe I need another 2 section to maybe take some of the edge out. But other than that, I think I need to put blocks down. And if I don't like it, I'll come back after. The other thing I've done is in real life, there's a bit of a step down into the shop, Cobbler's Lane. So I've lowered this floor a little bit, and then when you come down here, you get ice cream here. You would normally walk up into the coffee section. So I've added these little elevation change in to make it a bit more realistic. But let me get the roof on, see how there's something not quite right but there's also a ton of detail to go into this afterwards too. This is just the first pass. One quick IOU later to Sunflower, and I'm back in business. I've used up pretty much an entire shulker of andesite, and we're gonna probably use another one. But yeah, I thought I'd bring you back in. The roof is going to be, I'm gonna do a rough copy first, and then take the opportunity to come back after and maybe adjust it, as well as I think what's gonna look good. In real life, the roof is new, or newish. But to make it look a little bit aged, I think I can grab some copper ore and work it in to make it look like a little rust stains. Might be kind of cool. Now that I've got an IOU out to Sunflower for getting the andesite, who knows what she's going to redeem it for. I love IOUs. IOUs are better to me than money because it's a bit more personal. Anyways, let me get the rest of the stone on. See what it looks like completed, and then maybe I can come back after. I don't know if we're going to come in with some stone or some different color variations. And also, I think I want to find some kind of way to bring some color into the blue and into the cherry wood. Some kind of block variation, some kind of shading, some kind of texture. I'm not really sure yet, but we're going to go live here again in a minute. I know I say it every time, but come join me live on Twitch, and you guys can help me to make my mind up. A lot of this, again, is viewer interaction for me. It's you guys helping me out to make up my mind, because I don't know what I'm doing. The first pass is just about done now. I wanted to stop back in and show you what we've done. I should put the sticker back up on screen now to show you what the actual building looks like. So what I've done, instead of a paved landing, I've done mud and mud bricks. I think I like this, and there's lights hidden underneath of this, so it should light it up. And then there's like little gravel pits. I left a layer of grass so that I can put some flowers in, or some tall grass or something to hide the edge. There's a suggestions in chat to change and maybe try some nether brick, and that will be the next thing to maybe get some texture in the walls here. But yeah, the outside. So in real life, there's all these cool roll plates that do a really nice effect at nighttime. So we've tried to make it look a little bit like that. And then around on this side, there's a bit of a gazebo for them to put on concerts from time to time. So all I'm going to do is a little step up between these two pillars, a small little gazebo here. Just something very, very, very simple. Maybe something like this, and then I'll ring it with the mud brick. Nothing super crazy. If I was better with like armor stands and stuff like that, maybe I could come back in here and do like a setup, people singing. I don't know if I'm going to RP that hard on this. I think I'm going to be happier just with the hard decoration. But the next big thing to do is the interior. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to think about. Maybe I do that actually. And we've been doing this live on Twitch up until right now. I had to go to bed in the meantime, so this is being done off camera for a little bit until the next stream, and I'm one short. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so yeah, this will be like a little gazebo or a little platform. These roll plates actually do work pretty good at night. On the back side, I think I'm just going to fill it with trees, potentially. Hard to say. I don't really want to do too much decoration on the back. But this is what we're looking at. The stone. I hadn't thought about doing this, but chat came up and said, why don't you try to make it look like there is a tin roof, but to make some different sections. And I had thought to put the copper in to make it look like rust, but just changing out the andesite to stone really makes it look like there's sections, like there's panels to the roof. So that's actually really cool. Ignore the wither decorations. That's foul. That's foul. The next thing I want to do is change the foundation to tough and mossy brick, or mossy tough, to make it look this placeholder block is the same as up there. I don't like that. Another decoration is I need to come up with a name for the shop, and we're going to try to print it on the wall here. Much like in real life, it says Cobbler's Lane across here. I want to make the shop name up here. And then we have to go to interior. First you walk in, you step down, and there's going to be a factory in the back and then a shop up front. And then you step up here into a coffee shop. Now we need to put a door in here somehow. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to, maybe I just do something like that, like an open glass door so the cows can come in. Hi, cow. But yeah, this will be like a little coffee shop, much like real life. Coffee and maybe some toffees. But this is a donkey shop. We have to do some interior work too as far as structure goes. So there's lots to do. This is going to be a week's work of work. I thought this was going to be a quick build, but it's turning into a bit more. I like this a lot. Big barn door on the barn. What else would you want? So yeah, let me get the foundation changed, and I'll do a little bit of work on the inside. Meanwhile, next live stream, you know what? No, you guys on YouTube, you guys can name the shop. This is gonna sell. We're gonna sell donkeys. So come up with some kind of clever name that we can put on the wall here to call it a donkey shop. As long as it's gonna fit, it's about 5, 10, 15, it's about 15 blocks wide. But if you guys can come up with a name, I will put it here on the shop and give it a name. What I think I want to do inside is create fake structure. And I'm not exactly sure where I want to go as far as pillars go. But for example, this might move, but there'll be a pillar that goes all the way up to the roof, and then maybe some structure across. And I think to lighten up the space, these will be stripped, not spruce. And then this pillar could go all the way up, something like this. And then for lighting, it'll be lanterns, because that seems to be the lighting system that I'm using. But I have to kind of figure out the space first. Now the floor here, I think I'm going to do something a little bit different as far as stone goes. But this is a poured concrete floor, so I was thinking either stone or concrete. But I think stone might look a little the better block. But we'll go with this for now, and let me lay some things out. The structure is not going to be so much as important as the interior, which is going to be a bit more of a struggle for me. So let me figure this out. Well, I've never actually made a barn before, but I mean, this is Minecraft. It doesn't have to be 1000% real. So I'm imagining that the wood is the structure. So there's a ridge beam and a support beam and a little bit. I know like there's probably like better rafter system than that, but that should be good enough to let me design the interior now. So bit of production, bit of a showroom, bit of a coffee shop. Cool. Well, one live stream later, and not much of the interior is actually done. We came up with a color palette for the floor here in the coffee shop area. I'm kind of digging this like gray and diorite, but that's as far as I got with the interior. I just wasn't super inspired. However, we did come up with names for our donkeys. We have Donkey Ote, and we have LL Mule J, and they are going to be the proud parents here in the donkey factory. But this interior will wait. I've got two side projects. First of all, you see this block palette in my inventory, white and then 50 shades of gray here. I have come up with a bit of a donkey pattern that I'm going to use as pop art on the side of the shop. So let me kind of cut to that. I'm going to design it up on the top of the roof, double-sided. And I've got it drawn on graph paper. I'm just going to copy from graph paper into the real world, and we'll see what it looks like. A quick morning live stream later, and a quick turnaround, and you can see the donkey symbol. I kind of like it. It's two-sided with lights inside of it, so it shines at nighttime. And I'm sure there's better ways to do it, but I think that's quite pop arty, and it kind of shows off what the shop is. Again, the shop name will be up to you guys in the comment section. There are up to 5 suggestions now from chat that will be there, and whatever has the most votes will use as the name. But next, Mr. Grumpy Ref is due to go live on Twitch, and I think he wants to buy some advertising space. So we'll stop in there and see what he has to say.
Wow, Mr. Ron Bent is looking very professional. Nice looking office building. Let's see if he's home.
Hello,
Ron's office.
Mr. Ref. Grumpy, come on in, come on in, come on in.
Good day, sir.
Well, I understand.
Nice place you got here.
Well, I thank you. I understand you're interested in advertising.
I am. I'm thinking about starting up a new little business. A lot of people seem to require some landscaping, so I thought I would advertise something like Grumpy's Green Thumb or Green Thumb Landscaping, something like that.
Cool. Well, I've got a hot air balloon that I've made a base in, and I've got 1 spot left for advertising. If you're interested,
Okay.
here's the contract. It pops into your inventory. Now, there is a high cost. There's a high cost to business.
Uh-oh. This is the part I'm worried about.
It's going to cost you an IOU. How do you feel about that?
Uh-oh. I can probably do something. What did you have in mind?
Well, strangely enough, as your business is trees and greenery, I'm making a new shop just across the way. Maybe a custom tree over there would be a nice way to advertise as well.
Ooh. I can probably do something like that. What were you thinking?
I'll leave it completely up to whatever you like. You tell me what blocks you want, I'll provide the blocks, and all you have to do is make it look like a tree.
Well, that's pretty easy. Any particular type of tree or how tall?
Well, we can go over take a look afterwards, but if you sign the contract, which is all I really need you for, well, we can talk about that off camera.
Sounds good. Okay, how do you sign this?
Just open it up and signature at the bottom, and I think it'll say put your name in. Now, there's a couple contracts over here that I've got from Kiergon, and he's actually already done his IOUs, so he's all paid up for the year. See, it's pretty painless. I'm not gonna get you to do like hours of diamond mining or anything like that. Like, no, nothing like that. But yeah, just a custom tree.
There, I think I did it. Oh, it's signed on the next page. That should be okay.
That's fine. Yep.
Alrighty. Well,
perfect. Now, I don't want to keep you. I understand that you're going to go live on Twitch here in a couple minutes, so I don't want to keep you from your recording.
okay.
So whenever you're free, we'll go look at a custom tree.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Grumpy.
No problem. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, I've come to a quick realization that I need something to use to breed these donkeys. So I grabbed some carrots from a village, and we're going to plant some carrot fields so that I can make baby donkeys. I think I'm just going to like cover the back over here with random fields of carrots. And that way, the gold farm from the shopping or from the gaming district, I can turn all these carrots into golden carrots and make all kinds of donkeys. With a quick assist from Val, nothing better than friends. Enough carrots now to fill these little farms in. And it's just going to be nice to have a constant source of carrots here no matter what. Do I really need carrots? Honestly, I probably only ever really need like 5 or 6 carrots. But it does kind of add to the shop. And if somebody ever needs to build over here for another shop, we could just tear it down and give up the space. This is just kind of like extra decoration as well. But we'll get these in. So now I have infinite carrots for whenever I want to make more donkeys. Well, I've got a little bit done. The basis is kind of figured out. So I made a little retaining wall, and the decorations still have to come, but the donkeys are up here on top of some lightning rods. And if I get up here, I can feed them because I can see their name tags. If I can see their name tags, then I can breed them. The babies fall off the lightning rods, fall into the water trap, get pushed over here, and eventually a minecart will come and it goes up here, it picks them up through the wall and comes back. And we're gonna figure out something a bit more fun for the donkeys to do before the customer picks them up. But before we do all that, I really need to finish the interior design. And for that, I'm gonna go explore internet. I'm gonna go explore Google. I'm gonna go take a look around the server and see what some other people are doing, because interiors are not my forte at all. But I want this to look kind of good. So there's gonna be a shop down there for the donkeys, and there's gonna be a bit of a shop up here for saddles and horse armor. But how it looks, I won't know until I come back. Well, a couple of layers of detail in. I've got these flower pots. I'm kind of digging that, and I have to find the proper vegetation for in them. And so they're going to mark like where the staircases are, inside and outside. I've come up with this little design based off of, I think it was the saloon, to make little stalls. And so we'll put things like horse armor in one of these, and then I'll bury the shulker boxes behind there and block it off with the flower pot, much like this side we'll block off with the flower pot. Anywhere we don't want customers going, we'll block off with flower pots. So this will be armor stands and saddles. Down along here we've got room for a couple other things, and then this will be the donkey side, and it's a very simple little process. I just have a button on the wall. There's a dispenser and a track for all the minecart needs. If I can get into here, if I press the button, you can watch what happens. Just the minecart goes around, and the baby donkey will get sucked through the wall and get spit out. And now you, as the proud owner of a new donkey, will have your donkey right here. And now there's another step. I want to get a couple more things. So we're going to have little packages for each of the donkeys so that you don't feel like you're left out. There's going to be saddles and name tags and chests, so that they have everything they need to have a strong and successful life. Next step, I think it feels a little bit dark in here, even though there's light in the floor and there's some light up there. But what I think I'm going to do is, let's take this rope light idea and extend it hanging through here. So what that would look like is, I'll just go up here, as long as I don't connect it in places where I don't want it to. If I go, say, randomly go bing bang, and then down a couple, and then wherever I think I can add in a staircase or a trapdoor. And just keep making it drop down a little bit to make it look like it's hanging. Ooh, except I don't want that to connect. No. So back up, and this is where trial and error happens. I need to extend that past, so let's bring this all over a little bit. That needs to come to there, so maybe we do a second trapdoor in there, and I'll hang some lights. And we'll copy that rope light idea from in here, and then maybe I can get rid of a couple of these torches up top to make the attic look dark. I can't remember the last thing I showed you guys off here, but we'll do a final walkthrough here in a minute. But I have come up with a plan. We're gonna sell donkeys here, but we're not gonna sell donkeys. We're going to rehome the donkeys, and you're going to adopt the donkey by pressing this button. We've gone through that. But what we're going to do on stream is come up with care packages. So I'm going to make up bundles, and inside the bundle will be a name tag and a lead and all you would need to rename and rehome your donkey. So we're going to act like an SPCA. We're not just going to give donkey ways into perpetuity, into slavery. We're going to rehome these donkeys and give, hopefully, the people are going to be good donkey parents. Yeah. Just wait till you see some of the names. A super fun live stream later, and we came up with a bunch of donkey names. So the idea is, okay, we have called it the Donkey Rehome Project. Here is the how-to book in case you need it. If you open it up, it says, welcome to the DERP, the Donkey Rehoming Project. To rehome a donkey, take a bundle, sign a contract with your donkey's name, and leave your payment. Purchase price is 1 diamond block or 9 diamonds. Leave payment in the chest. So what you do is you come here into the chest, you take one of the donkey names. Inside the bundle is a golden carrot, an offense post, and a lead, as well as a contract. The contract, if I knew how to use bundles, and we'll put things all back here in a second. The DERP contract is: congratulations, as the proud owner of a rehomed donkey, we would like you to treat your donkey with love and respect. Please rename this book on an anvil to include your name and your donkey's name. We may do spot inspections for proof of your donkey's happiness. So what they would do is, this bundle is named Dan. So they would take the book onto an anvil and rename it to Dan plus their name. And that way, when they leave it here, and we're going to have a bookshelf here, when they leave it here, I can then go back and check to make sure that their donkey is healthy and happy. All they would do then is press this button to adopt the donkey, and the donkey will come flying into their laps. So yeah, a little bit of decoration left, and it's going to be up to you guys to name the shop. A couple names will be suggested here in chat, but if you guys in the comment section, if you have your own names that you like, throw them out there. The name with like the most interactions will probably get named across here. Remember, there isn't a ton of space, so keep it short, keep it clean, and your name could be the name that the shop has for eternity. As far as shop names, there's a couple names that came up in chat, and I'll get you guys again to vote on or come up with your own. You guys, as well as chat, are way smarter at this stuff than I am, so that's why I get you guys to help me out. One idea would be Mule Mart, and then there is Donkey Depot, Burrow Bargains, and the Hee Haw Hut. But if you've got some different ideas, again, we want to fit in this space. We'll name it after, like between episodes. We'll put the name up, a little marquee. So thank you ahead of time for anybody that wants to say a name or try to get something in here. As far as the future goes, this episode should go live literally the same day as the Bedrock Legends SMP starts up, and I've become a member of it. I've been invited in, so I would expect, hopefully, that runs for a month. Hopefully I'll be there for a month doing it, so there might not be YouTube content for a couple of weeks, so it might take you a while to get your name seen up here in lights up on the side of the building. But yeah, no, I'm super excited for all the things that are happening here on the server. The Grumpy's tree should be coming up probably the same time you see the name up on here. We'll see a fancy brand new tree coming around the corner. We talked a little bit off camera about doing like some kind of acacia tree. Again, Grumpy is amazing at trees. It should come out really, really well. All in all, I've been super happy, super excited for this week. Super motivated to come on here and make the donkey shop, whatever you want to call it. My wonderful neighbor Kiergon, who's quickly becoming my #1 customer, talked to me on stream last night before we even had a chance to finish the shop, and he wants to purchase the retail stall in the Derp retail store. So he's so busy. He's actually at work right now selling sticks. So there's no time. We had a gentleman's agreement, a verbal agreement. So I am going to leave this contract on his desk for him to sign when he is free. But he's already moved in. He's already moved in. I didn't even finish the shop. We haven't sold a donkey yet. And Kirgon has moved into the shop. Let's go take a look at what he's selling. So cool. He is Sticks and Such Inc. has moved in, and they're selling donkey treats. So he's selling sugar and stuff. Okay, and he's selling mini blocks, which is really cool because there's a ready source of all the mini blocks in the game here. A lot of these I don't even have regular blocks of, so it's really cool. Cool addition to the shop. There's still one shop left to go, but that is going to be it for today's episode. Thank you guys all so much for coming by, and I had a great time. I had a great time this week, from live streaming to creating content. This has been a lot of fun. This has been a lot of fun for a donkey shop. So yeah, next episode we should be working on some more balloons and a couple of other farms, and there is another big shop that needs to be made, but that's gonna have to wait till next episode. Thank you very much for stopping by, and we'll see you in the future.